lesbian, like they're gonna have these thoughts, like.
Are you right, bro?
Even I know my daughter. She acting like it's cool that I'm not around, but she hurt. Yeah, I mean, cause she know her mother pushed me out. She may not be telling her mother this, but that seed is in there.
Bro,
especially when
I had to do it, bro. Yo, you already know. This your boy. Peace to the motherfucking children. I'm here with who? I'm here with who? Let's get it. It's that season 2, man. Yes, that's Soul Commission Podcast season 2, episode 2, man. I had the gorilla podcast this right now. My man said, "Yo, I ain't feeling this, bro. We gotta go in the same room on them." I said, "Nah, bruh. This convo we having right now, this that real deal, Holyfield, bruh." Yo, so what up, though, man? Yo, Divine, tell them where you at right now, bruh.
Yo, I'm on the top right now, man. Y'all probably know it as Harlem, but to me it's the realm of heaven, man. New Jerusalem, man.
Word. Hey, yo, what you doing up there, bruh?
I'm just detoxing, man. You know, I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but I just got off probation.
Hey.
Done doing time and all that, so I had to come out here and detox all that all that bad stuff that was in my system, man.
Yes, sir.
And to be frank and honest, this tank water out here in New York is delicious. It's better than Poland Springs, man.
I respect it. I definitely respect
Clearing up my skin and everything, man.
Word. Yo, so you already know Soul Commission Podcast season 2, episode 2. I was just sitting here talking to Brother Divine Truth, and he definitely was putting me on to some of the holistic point of views that he notices being outside of the state, dealing with the young women out there, the ladies out there, and or just people in general, man. So how's the community out there, bruh?
Very diverse, very cultural, very peaceful, very polite. Every day's a new day, a new cycle, new energy.
Yeah.
Most importantly, like I step off the stoop. I feel like I'm jumping into the ocean, man, the Nile, man, you know?
Yeah. Yo, so what's goody though, bro? I'm out there next week, bro.
You know, it's not a new year coming up, it's a new millennial. To all those who don't know, man. A lot of y'all need to reverse the numbers in 2019 and look up what happened in 1920. A lot of political things happened during that time.
Yeah. You got any examples for the commission podcasters, the Soul Commission podcast?
Let me grab my notebook real quick, man.
Word, no problem, man. Word. Yeah, I thought it was really important for us to get this podcast going, man.
Yeah, man. So pardon me, but doing a little research on the 1920s through 1929. The 1920s was an age of dramatic social and political change. For the first time, more Americans lived in cities than on farms.
Yeah.
The nation's total wealth more than doubled between 19 and 1929. And this economic growth swept many Americans into an affluent but unfamiliar consumer society. So that's pretty much saying, like, to me, that's when that New World Order,
Yeah. Talk that.
materialistic,
Yeah.
slave mind
Yeah.
begin.
Okay.
You know, I gotta do some more research on it, but that's all I got for right now.
Word.
And
So you're saying the mindset of the New World Order was actually established within the 1920s?
So what
I
ways
mean,
do you turn to for comfort? No.
I wouldn't say established, but put into
Some type of
put into
effect,
action.
put into
Put into
action.
action
Okay.
or reaction.
Word.
You know?
Right. I respect that, bro. I definitely respect that, man. But
Like they said, we went from living on farms to living in cities with, the projects. You know what I'm saying? Which made us more consumers with the city goods. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, we wasn't living on farms no more, so on the farms we had all the produce we needed. We wasn't spending our money on consumption.
yes.
We was pretty much, selling our goods to the market or to neighbors or whatever and stacking our bread and eating off our own land.
Yo, so let me ask you a question, bro. This new world order, I mean, what are you saying? Like, is it the new temple being built, so on and so forth, or is it a big international conspiracy, or is it a conspiracy, or is it the slang of all the tribes who don't want to come under one agreement? What is this new world order? What is it that you feel is going on? And what do you think our listeners understand going on for a new world order? Build on that, seeing you out there, probably even, I like to call us Connecticutians, but I guess the correct term is that we're Connecticuts. So, you out there and with the New Yorkians, I don't know what the term is. And everybody done been outside the state and inside the state, but you get to see the climate for the now and what's going on for the now. For those who haven't got a chance to visit the Big Apple in a while, after 9/11, or even during this Trump era, what's the climate out there as far as what the new world order looks like from that point of view?
You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies.
Well,
you can kill me with your hatred.
Speaking as an American,
life. All right.
This country to me is nothing but a prison or a prism.
Yeah.
An invisible prison that you can't see.
Yeah.
What I've noticed out here is a lot of consumption. Of materialistic things.
Is it the technology, or is it the food, or is it just anything in general that can be bought with money? Do you see the consumption more as a financial situation, or is there a lot of trade being offered for the goods?
I mean, black market underground, it's still trade going on, you can still establish relationships with certain individuals that will deal with you off your spirit. So, money for some people out here is not the currency, but it's love. As something as little as if I come into your shop every day, spending my money with you, and let's just say I'm a quarter short one day, you let me slide. That's a blessing, right? And that's love to me.
Word.
I mean, you didn't have to, and even though it was just a quarter, you let me slide to that quarter. You know what I'm saying? Back in Connecticut, I know you short a nickel, you short a dime, you're gonna be given a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Even if you come in and spend your money every day.
Every single day. Yes, sir. So you just feel like in general, as far as that the new world order, do you think they're more on the pace of unity than what we're observing from the outside in this state, and or is it that it's always been unified and just that it's not being portrayed in the correct political aspect?
Yeah, ain't nothing new about this, man. It's just about order. And it's universal order. You know what I mean?
Right.
I believe.
Do you agree in universal order?
What's that?
Do you agree in universal order?
I kinda do, because no one is forcing us to do the things we're doing.
Right.
No.
I mean, but if
no one is telling you.
Go ahead, brother.
No one is telling you that you have to go out, buy an iPhone, a Galaxy phone, download the apps with terms and conditions, which most people don't even read. You could pretty much be signing your soul away just for an app.
So this actually makes sense. Not to cut you off. This makes sense as far as why we're losing our superpowers internationally, because in order for us to agree with the universal order, essentially America cannot have what we would like to know as these freedoms that probably never existed, but in some sense there was a virtual existence that made people feel like, oh, I can think freely, I can feel freely, I can react freely, I can state freely, I can do anything free. This is America the free. But essentially, as you can see, America's probably going to wind up being like a second or third superpower, in a few years. I don't know if a few, but eventually. I'm not really sure how that situation works. To agree with universal order would essentially take away America's freedoms, correct?
Better believe it.
So is that a topic where you are? I mean, is that something understood? I mean, because I'm always known that these you walking around the gods and do the whole situation. There's so many religions. It's a melting pot of conversation and thought there. What are the people speaking on? Is that even a topic, or is that like an abnormal search in your engine? Like you could walk up to somebody, be like, yo, what up, bro? What up, hey, yo? Babylon exists, and we 5 minutes away from Armageddon. If they start throwing Helsinki bombs in here one more again, you think it's somewhere we could go? Like, is there a boat? Like, who the guy who owned the boat at the harbor? Like, is that a conversation, or is that just kind of like, because I know here, being honest, you say too much and you ask too many questions, you start to get followed. You know what I'm saying? But I know this is a military state. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? But you dealing with a whole another type of military state as well. That's like a federal state. Military federal. That's like some international, whole different. So is that like a live conversation, or is that like a secular thought amongst those who probably we would consider weirdos? And I'm a weirdo, so I accept that.
I mean, to be honest, like I said, I've been detoxing at the end of this year. Once the ball drops, once the new millennium starts, me being a millennial spirit, those are the conversations that I'm seeking, that's the refuge that I'm seeking, the guy that, in case of that emergency, who can I run to, so I should spark those conversations. I should see the individuals that move according to the universal law.
Yes. And being that you're probably in a state or a country, rather, whatever you would like to look at it, being that you're there looking or observing or taking part in, you must know there's someone there who is illuminating the whole block. You know what I'm saying? If not the whole block, at least, you know, some sector, you know, close to you. And, you know, I'm pretty sure you're able to access that person. Because, you know, after those planes went in, there's got to be a if shit hit the fan code of ethics somewhere in that community. Which side do you go with? And you having no ties, what is it, Neanderthal? Like, are you having ties or no ties, depending on what you wind up, or what happens? What does it become? I just think it's a deeper situation, because I was out here in CT giving some people in the community the same conversation, and a lot of the folk thought it was a great conversation to have, but maybe too long of a conversation to have. And that's where I think people start to become, you know, fools of their own obsessions, because, you know, if it's too long of a conversation to have, how long do you have to live when this stuff starts to actually happen? You thought it was too long to have the discussion so you could figure out a real game plan. Now that, you know, the stars are falling from the sky and you gotta run, using that as, you know, a perceptual conversation, of course. You know what I'm saying? How are you gonna survive out here? You built no ties in your community. You know what I mean? Or even the people that's coming to like the sanctuaries in the community and then taking off, leaving the community. You know, what are you actually doing for this community besides using this temple and just, you know what I'm saying? So it's a conversation to be had. You know, I myself, I definitely recognize 1920 New World Order, you know, whatever the case, how we started this conversation. And I'm no fool, man. Definitely know universal order is actually taking place, and some of us will follow suit and some of us won't follow suit. You don't have to agree, or you can agree, but either way it's going down. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of get in where you fit in. Word.
But this being a new millennial, I also believe that you know, some people look at Trump as, you know, an asshole and whatever, but I look at it differently. Like, at first, I was kind of siding with society, but that gives me hope. You know, if he can do it, why can't someone like me do it?
Amen.
You know?
Amen.
Why? In another 20 years, another 30 years, why can't another brother, Spaniard, Italiano, African, coming from whatever background, why can't they be the president? I see our future going to a great place. Like, even though there's a lot of, you know, destruction and corrupt things going on the planet right now, it's the time of the reaping. Like, you reap what you sow.
Yes.
So if you sown some bad things into your life,
Yes.
it's the Creator is coming for you.
Yes.
I'm not scared.
Yes.
What's happening in California with the wildfires? Let it burn.
Let it burn.
Because y'all thought y'all was safe out there.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And they know who I'm talking to. Ones.
Yes.
Alright?
Yes.
They got nice houses, they got nice cars, far away from whoever you don't like.
Yes.
Alright?
Yes.
There's a reason why that area is burning. You
Yes.
know? And the fire can't be put out. But that's not to say that we won't receive the same detrimental repercussion. It doesn't have to come as fire. It could come in the air. It could come through the snow, through the rain. The fire is just
Through the
sign,
television.
symbol.
It come through the television. It come through the water. You know. Right. It come in so many different ways. It can come in your history books.
kill me, so a lot doesn't notice me. Foolish how you notice me. You don't notice me, that notice me.
So to the motherfuckers in Cali, this is not the first firestorm. You know it was possible. You know it was the reason why those fires are happening down there. Why would you stay down there? Now you want some help. You should have been smart about where you place yourself on the continent, where you sheltered your family, taking in what can happen weather-wise, earthquakes, all type of natural disasters. New Orleans got theirs. I believe there's a time coming for up north. But like I said, it won't be the storm that you expected. So don't be looking out your window to see how much snow is falling. You know, because it'll be spiritual snow that you can't even see unless you're in tune.
Bird. Yo, it's the Soul Commission Podcast. Peace, children. Divine Truth. You already know this is season 2, episode 2. We building the way we build. Guerrilla podcast style right now. My man up in NY. I'm here in Hartford. We had to chop it up and get this going, man. We just wanted to let y'all know, you know, all everybody that's been giving us support, hitting us up, letting us know like, hey, we need more content. We here, we got it going for you. We definitely had to do some more research so we can give you better content and more ideas. We didn't want to keep giving you the same thoughts, but we thought it was important for you guys to understand, you know, where we coming from. And yo, how's the Mujeres out there, brother?
Just a minute. My phone.
Quran is the 5. They just want my money.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Sliding ill illusions of the young, confused.
You can hear me?
Word.
I'm a demon
Rising.
sensitive, murder for life, living for right. Even when I'm wrong inside,
Yeah.
young Yadu all salute me. I'm the comic of strife. The reason star out of
Word.
fire, Africa's night.
Peace.
Can't
You
stop.
can hear me?
Yeah. You can
Sorry
hear.
about that, y'all. We having a little bit of technical difficulties. We had a little phone call from said scam likely, but you know, the government just letting me know that they got their eye on me and shit, you know.
Hey.
But I will be checking in with y'all very shortly. Like I said, man, I'm just out here meditating, detoxing, clarifying the mind, and getting ready for this war, man.
Nah, real
I think I'm gonna
talk.
have to bring it to the streets, man.
Real talk, I was asking you, I was trying to lighten the mood up. I said, yo, how the Mujeres out there? How the shorties? What it's looking like, man?
Oh, man. Holy water, man.
Word.
Holy water, man. Hey, yo. I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. I'm talking to my OG pimps, man. Who, you know, fell off in the game, probably got married, had some kids, and, you know, it was around a bunch of non-believers, you know, my ministers, my pastors, my prophets, you know, whose job it is to go from town to town and sanctify the pussy, man. Listen, man. Nothing but the fountain of youth up here, man. You looking for that youth juice, man? Start up top, man. And I ain't saying it's the most holiest place on earth, man, but it's way better than CT, man. Females out here, they communicate with you, they chop it up with you, they'll even pull out the Bible with you and read some scriptures, man.
Word.
You know what I mean? And to me, right there, that's sacred, man.
Word.
For a woman to be able to actually pull out your Bible and read the scriptures to her, and for her to go back and read the same scriptures with you and take your knowledge in and allow you to take her knowledge in.
I
You know,
respect it.
that's nothing but peace, man.
I respect it. Yeah. I respect it, man. Soul Commission Podcast, Season 2. Yo, bruh. Anything you want to say to the folks before we sign off, man? And then, you know, we'll definitely do that episode 3 when we link up, man. But anything you want to say to the folks before we just, you know, hit them with that Wakata 3000?
Listen, man, all I want to say is stay tuned. This upcoming season is about to be nothing but holy smoke, holy fire, holy water, and holy jokes, man. Alright? Divine Truth Forever is here to bring the forecast of the weather, man.
Word. So now we got an office.
I couldn't do it without the best producer, the #1 engineer on the continent, man.
Man, you crazy, bro.
Boy,
Bless
these
up,
children,
man. Bless up, bro.
Yo, listen, man. SoundCloud that, man.
Word.
These children that, man. You ain't gotta hit a like, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be known. You ain't gotta let them know you like it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in your feelings about just listen on, stay tuned, man. You know what I'm saying? Just spread the word, man. We're gonna be doing these shows, these live shows soon coming up this year, this season. Live music, live comedy.
Yes, sir.
And just good vibes, good energy. You know, but at the same time, I am a warrior of the Most High, so do not cross me, man. Do not cross my people. Do not cross my congregation, man. Because if it's congregation against congregation, if the churches don't want to unite, then let's fight, man. You know? And like they say in the book, man, it's not physical, but it's spiritual. So if you believe you was a creature of the Creator, you spiritual and all that, get all your spiritual weapons ready, get all your spells ready that y'all been spellbinding for years, man, and bring it.
Yes.
Cause we here and we ain't going nowhere, man. It's a Soul Commission podcast, man. It's your boy Divine Truth Forever. These children.
Yeah. Yo, you couldn't say it better, man. You already know. Divine Truth Forever. Peace, children. Season 2, episode 2. Hey, we bless my man in the Harlem offices right now. I'm out here in Hartford. We appreciate y'all checking us out, listening to us, and staying fans. And yeah, leave your likes, comments, share, and all that good stuff. Hey, yo, bless up, bruh. You already know. Yo, stay on the line, bro. I'ma just end this little podcast right here, but stay on the line, alright, bro?
No doubt.
Alright, bro. Bless up.
Yo, me llamo David, quicker than the mother's knot. Give you guidance and justice, pretzels and lovers knot. Yeah. And follow me and do exactly what you see. Don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? I got bipolar and a nigga can't see. So don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? Follow me and do exactly what you see. Don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? I got bipolar and a nigga can't think. Don't you grow up to just